As a young girl, we traveled a lot. My father was an officer in the Army, so we traveled from Michigan to Panama. Wow, what an adventure. Playing in the jungles, off to Alabama, New Mexico, and finally ending in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I went to high school, Olympus High. And after high school, I went to the University of Utah, where I was majoring in art. So I took many art classes, drawing classes and painting classes, and architectural design and graphic design. All of this added to my understanding of visual design, of how to break up a space to make it interesting and to make designs beautiful. And while I was at the University of Utah learning to draw, I developed this love for drawing that carried on throughout my life. And I found for an artist to stay well practiced, doing a tone drawing with a pencil really helps keep you sensitive, understanding contour and light and shading, and it just spills over into your oil painting or whatever art that you're doing. And so I'd like to show you some of the drawings I've done over the years. I'd like to show you some of my drawings. It's a drawing from Rembrandt. We were at the Getty Center in Los Angeles, and we were going through the galleries, and we came into this one room, and there was this painting by Rembrandt. It was called The Old Soldier, and I went up to it and I went, wow, I just love that feather suspended in space, and that light behind it. It was magical. And the way he did the armor, the light shining off the armor of the old soldier. And then the face. It was a face that maybe saw many battles, but was still very proud. And so I decided to do this as a drawing. And here's my rendition of the old soldier. And I love doing that feather. And I love doing the armor. And I thought the face showed how proud this old man was of his days being a soldier. So we had this hanging in our house. And a while back I was looking at it and I thought, wow, that old man in that painting looks somewhat like my dad when he got older. And my father was a soldier. And so I decided to do a drawing of my father as a young soldier. And here it is. In 1952, in Korea, here is my father as a young soldier, and he is proud too. The next drawing I'd like to show you is The Bunny by Albert Dürer. We all love this bunny. I think I love this bunny because of the long ears and the intense black eyes and the fluffy fur up front and the smooth fur in the back. And because of that, I decided I have to do this drawing. And so here's my rendition of Dürer's bunny. And I did love doing those ears and those black eyes and the fluffy fur up front and the smooth fur in the back. It was so much fun, and I love that bunny. I think Albert Dürer is one of the great drawers of the masters. I just love his drawings. So there's another one that I did. It's called The Old Man of 93 Years. And he did such an exquisite job of doing this old man. I think he captured the sensitivity in the old man, his wisdom, his thoughtfulness. I love the cap on his head, his old beard hanging down, him contemplating his life. And so I decided that I wanted to do this drawing too. And here's my drawing of the old man. And I did enjoy doing the cap and the edge along the cap, and the way his eyes are looking down, contemplating his lifetime, doing his beard, his mouth, his old nose and cheeks. It was a very fun thing to do. I really enjoyed it. When we were in Vienna, we heard that there was a Vermeer in the Albertina Museum. Well, since there's only about 36 in the world, whenever we hear that there's a Vermeer in a museum in the town we're in, well, we just have to go. And we went to see this painting. It's interior with an artist painting a model. We went, we saw the painting, which was spectacular, and we spent another hour wandering around to see this, that, and the other thing. And at the end of the day, as we were leaving, we passed a dim hall. And my husband said, "Let's go." And I went, I'm kind of tired, and maybe I've seen enough art, even for an artist. You know, my glass was completely full. But he said, "No, let's go." And I said, okay. And down the hall we went. Well, we came to this little room. It was only about 15 by 20. And we went in, and to our surprise, there were 3 of Albert Durer's drawings and watercolors in that small room. And we were the only people in there. And so we were able to see the bunny, the old man of 93, and a third one that I just love, the large turf of grass. I went up to that painting and I looked at it and I wondered, wow, how did he do that? The grasses and the flowers, it was so delicate and beautifully done. I was just amazed. Now the thing about seeing originals, they're so exciting because you can actually see the size. You can see all the strokes, the pencil strokes, the charcoal smudges, the highlights, the way the watercolor was put down on the paper. And you also get what the artist imbued the piece of art with. His creative energy and his life comes off the paper or canvas, and there's nothing like it. So we spent at least a half an hour in there examining these paintings, and I was just over the moon. I was so glad my husband said, "Let's go down this dim hall." Maybe I should listen to him a little more often.